Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're going to give it just another minute while we're waiting for everyone to get logged on, and then we'll begin today. Looks like we have just a few more logging in. Just give it another few seconds. Okay, I think we're good. Well, welcome, everybody. We're so happy that you joined us today. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your very busy schedules to learn a little bit more about Palace Barcelona. So Barcelona, as I'm sure you already know, is a very special city in Spain. It is rich in Catalan culture. It is steeped in amazing history, architecture, art, gastronomy, and so on and so on and so on. And truly, El Palace is at the heart of all of that. Just a few minutes walk from the Plaza Catalunya. It's a great place to begin your stroll down Las Ramblas, all the way down to the water. It's also just a short few blocks away from Gaudi's famous Casa Batlló, as well as perfectly situated to see all of the sites of Barcelona, the Sagrada Familia, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a great pleasure to introduce this property to you. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that we have the Q&A box. Please drop any of your questions in there, and we'll make sure to get to those and address them at the very end today. Okay, it is my great pleasure to introduce you to our wonderful friends and partners at El Palace Barcelona, Armando and Clara, and they will take it away from here. Hola y buenas.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are you doing? It's a great pleasure. Thank you, Tim, for a wonderful introduction. I think you cannot put it better. We are so happy to be here with you for a little of your time. Thank you for taking the time to get a little bit more knowledge for you and your clients to the beautiful city of Barcelona. As Tim mentioned, there's a lot of things happening in Barcelona in the last few years and upcoming. For example, one of the top ones that Tim mentioned is the Gaudi. Next year will be the 100th anniversary of Gaudi, and the city has been announced as the architectural city of the world. And the 10th of June, the Pope will be inaugurating the Sagrada Familia as finalized. So it's a very exciting year for Barcelona as well next year, and for your clients is a stop for their European tour in terms of cultural, but not only that, many other things. So I just want to introduce myself. I think I probably know some of you. My name is Armando Barturen. I direct the sales at El Palace Barcelona. Been with the property for a year and a half. And I'm very excited to work with you all together as alongside my colleague Clara Padró, that has been with the property a little bit over 3 years, so she's very experienced on the property. But let's all give her a warm welcome to the US Leisure Sales, as she is part of the new team member. We wanted to keep this together as well as do this presentation to share that we are a really unique team with really presence of the hotel on site, together with our full reservation team of 4 people, guest relations, concierge, as well as obviously Lush. So we create all together a wonderful team for you to be supportive with all your clients through direct inquiries. Anything that we can assist is a very nice chain communication that we have all together to be a very on point of everything that we can help you for making an incredible stay with your clients. So Clara, you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
Well, thank you very much for the kind of introduction. So yes, my name is Clara. I've been here for 3 years now, and it's my first time with the US market. So I'm very excited for this new experience. And I really hope to see you at some stage on any roadshow. And before starting, we want to play a video of our wonderful hotel where you can experience what your guests might do and see at the hotel. And yes, that's basically us in a nutshell.
So we're just gonna play this for a little. So El Palace Barcelona, I hope that really transport you to our beautiful property and see all the amazing possibilities that your guests could truly experience in our unique property. So as some of you probably already know us, work with us in the future, in the past, is a property that obviously is very well known. I'm going to introduce you a little bit of the history of the hotel. We are Palace Barcelona, but we are the former Ritz Hotel, part of the Ritz family. Actually, the last one that was built in 1919. So a very iconic hotel. After London, Paris, Madrid, and Barcelona, it was the last hotel that Cesar Ritz built. So we are really the first five-star grand luxury property in Barcelona. And I think that's what it makes us very, very unique compared to all of the other hotel offer, because we really transformed throughout all these 106 years of our history that level of pure and unique elegant service and product, keeping it really up to date, but keeping that history in all that we do through our hotel and the connections that we create through our guests. So we, as I mentioned, we are part of the leading hotels of the world, the former Ritz. We were one of the founder members of Leading Hotels of the World as well. Obviously, we are virtuoso members, as well as we participate in other consortia programs such as Serendipia and Signature, Amex FHR. So we are very active and working, for example, with Virtuoso since 2010, if I'm not mistaken. And one of the great partnerships that we have this last year, we host their board member meeting. So we are very active with all the agencies that really connect throughout all the different platforms, as well as directly through Lush. That is obviously our extent over there in US and Canada, as well as Mexico. I'm sure, as we mentioned before, you are a little bit familiar with our location. Obviously, Barcelona is a beautiful city that is very unique. I'm particularly not so new to the city. It's already been 5 years, and I'm from Madrid, but Barcelona, I have to say that is very magical because it is surrounded by the mountains on the west and by the sea on the east, and the location is very, very magical because from one view you can have a 360 on the entire city, taking into the mountain and the sea area. We are located right on the heart of Barcelona, on the Eixample. This area is one of the most beautiful areas of Barcelona, with all modernist architecture buildings from the late 18th, early 19th. We're part of one of those buildings, located, as Tim mentioned, just walking distance of everything. This is something that really is an advantage to Barcelona. It's only 15 minutes from the port. That is one of our top destinations. That we have a lot of cruise ship guests as well that do a pre or post stay, as well as only 20 minutes from the airport. So the location, as I mentioned, of the city is very, very nice. And from our building, you can get walking distance to the Sagrada Familia within 10 minutes, and to all the old town, only 2 blocks from the start of the old town, the Plaza Catalunya, Raval, Gothic, Born, as well as 2 blocks from Passeig de Gracia, where the shopping houses, as well as the Gaudi houses, Batlló, Pedrera are located. And I really want to highlight, as you can see here in our beautiful tool, that we will travel a little bit at the building. We are on a very nice open wide avenue, one of the largest ones in Barcelona, Gran Via, so natural daylight. And this area is completely residential, so has a lot of relax and tranquility. Just here, Passeig de Gracia, so 2 blocks to it. And I really like the advantage of being in this located area that allows us to have our guests a little bit more relaxed on the start of the day, easy for a transfer, pickup. We have a lot of taxis, as well as the location to drop off, as well as start off early morning with a little bit of less, sometimes the magical chaos of the city that can bring Barcelona to it. So as I mentioned, we are part of the city. Here you can see a little bit of the history and the ages that we have been in Barcelona since the 1919. We really transfer all that throughout all our years, but keeping the product updated. We have our last renovation ongoing up this last March. We finished of all our bathrooms. A very nice project that I will show you a little bit in detail with some pictures. So from the last 10 years with our new ownership, the ownership is totally present on the hotel, really investing on the product as well as the service as well as the staff. So through the last 10 years, we have been able to really invest not only on our beautiful rooms, but also the common areas, brand new rooftop. The hotel has really made a upgraded throughout all the product as well as I mentioned some of the different services that we have. So I'm going to travel a little bit about the hotel. I hope you can see the screen very well. It will maybe take a little bit of time to go from one to another step, but you can see here beautiful Hotel Ritz logo all around. We have the entrance to Amar, our fine dining restaurant from Rafa Zafra, Michelin star chef. And one of the things that I want to highlight and point, as I mentioned, we keep that classic style throughout all the hotel. Here you enter through the lobby and see a really wonderful original design that we maintain. One of the key things that we have, I believe, is the service, as keeping it very personalized. We have almost double the staff per room, so a total of 120 rooms, so almost double the staff per room, and we really wanted to keep it very, very specific and very tailor-made. One of the things that I love is that we still have gold keys, as you can see, and I'm pointing out here, just behind our concierge team. So our guests allows us to really connect through our concierge, leaving the key because it's very heavy every day on the desk, and allowing us to really make a connection through conversations of restaurant reservations, private guide tours, transportations, shopping experience. We really have a really wonderful team with 7 gold keys. And some of the staff have been there for 30, 40 year plus, not only in our concierge, but throughout all the departments of the hotel. And this really makes also another story. We keep our hotel as part of the history, not only because of the building, but the people have that work there, and it really summarize a bit of what you can experience in the hotel. I'm going to go a little bit more into detail of our rooms. So we have a total of 120 rooms on 6 floors, very well distributed. Most of our inventory is all exterior, as I mentioned, to Gran Via, with classic and superior. Our inventory is more on the exterior side, classic and superior, some of the junior suite, Grand Deluxe, superior suite, and then our incredible and unique arts and palace suites. This product is very, very specific because each of them has a complete different design. I will show you some of them, but I'm jumping on first on a classic room. Just going to highlight a few of the features that I have. We have here on the room. We have a very classic, elegant room style that we have really developed and rechanged in the last few years. We changed the fabric that you can see behind at the end of the room, as well as the carpets in the last year. Our rooms entry level floors really start from 400 square feet size. So we're talking about the largest ones, or one of the largest ones in the city, but not only in the city, in Europe. As you know, the clientele that we have mostly from America, they travel for a long time. Sometimes they have heavy bags, and it's very nice to have that space that they can really use for the bags. We really keep some of the original features, as you can see on the furniture, as well as the chairs, tables, some of the pictures that we have of the historic Barcelona. All of the rooms have a very iconic chimney, as well as the glass mirror TV that we just changed as well this year. All of them also have a wonderful French Juliet balcony that you can see with fresh flowers from our wonderful garden team that really change them almost every day, and double window floor to ceiling. So it really allows you, as you know, some of the hotels are not able to breathe in that beautiful sun and air of Barcelona, as well as have wonderful seas to the northern part of the city, so the mountain as well as the big avenue of Gran Via. One of the other things that I want to point out of the rooms, here you can see what we have as the new bathrooms that I mentioned. This has been a complete renovation in the last year. We changed a complete tone for a more candid and vibrant color. We opened up the shower, divided the toilet, as well as I mentioned, changed a lot of the amenities as well as the color to have a very blend in product with our rooms. So from the original entry level rooms that I mentioned, just want to point out our family suites, a combination of 2 junior suites and a single room that we can block the corridor, and this will be a beautiful option for families because they have 3 rooms that you can see, a pull-up couch that is available here as well. These rooms have almost double the size of an entry level, and then you're talking about also more bathroom features such as a bathtub as well. Also, connecting rooms are guaranteed upon booking for any families as well. So our really push for the families is something that we really love, and we see a lot in the high season. And then I'm just going to go into some of our top suites that I mentioned. For example, this is our wonderful Josephine Baker. She performed with us in the 50s and the 70s. Not only her, some of the top artists such as Frank Sinatra in her Plusman Speakeasy. So all these rooms are completely decorated and very identified as the person that really influenced the hotel. In this case, Josephine Baker. All the amenities is divided by the living room and 2 rooms, so you can make it as 1 bedroom art suite or 2 bedroom art or palace suite. You can see beautiful decoration as well as location, the features, and then just want to point out as well the art bathroom with style Roman classic bathrooms. That is another touch point that is very, very unique on the room, and a lot of more space. Just want to point out on these type of rooms, we're really developing a nice offer with a suite experience that includes different options such as transfer to the airport, private city tour, ride and shine with fresh coffee, bubble sock club with cava and a different dessert. So it really offers butler service as well that we implemented from the beginning of the year. So we're really happy to really add a lot of added values to our wonderful top suite products as well. We're going to continue to thrum of our beautiful spaces.
So, starting with the hall, this is the first thing that the guests would see at the entrance of the hotel. As you can see, this is our magnificent hall. We do offer some afternoon teas here and some entertainment as well. So we've had opera singers, tango dancers, ballerina dancers too. So it is a very good experience for the guests to enjoy during afternoon tea. And then over here we go into our El Jardín breakfast room. As you can see, it's like a little oasis. It's an exterior interior patio. It's a very Eixample thing here in Barcelona. So as you can see here, the interior patio with all the buildings surrounding them. This is a very peaceful space where all of our guests like to enjoy their breakfast because, as Armando mentioned, we are located on the city center of Barcelona. But when guests enjoy breakfast there, it's like they are being on a different space completely. And then going into our rooftop garden, which was renovated. The rooftop garden is a very beautiful space. As you can see, it can be divided into a lot of different spaces. So for anything that the guests need, so maybe honeymooners, families that want to enjoy a private meal. So as you can see, we have here our placeta. Oh. And it is a very nice space. Over in the winter time, we converted into a chalet. So like if you were in Switzerland enjoying a fondue or a chocolate maybe, And then over here we have our pergola. The swimming pool views, as you can see, only for in-house guests, of course. And then over here we have our winter garden, which right now is offering a Lebanese experience. And going up, we have our 360 view in El Solario. As you can see, it's the only terrace in Barcelona where you can see every bit of Barcelona, Sagrada Familia over there, Tibidabo, and you can see every bit of the city.
This is the only 360 terrace view that you can have in Barcelona, and we really maximize it from having proposals. Right now, in all summer, we have a beautiful outdoor cinema for 25 beds that we really set up on sunset time, and it's a wonderful experience that you have with your friends, families, or a significant other as well.
And that's the rooftop garden. And then we also have our Amar restaurant. The chef is Rafa Zafra, as Armando mentioned. He's a Michelin star here in chef in Spain. And as you can see, it still maintains the rich style, maintaining the classic, but at the same time elegant that our hotel is known for. And also, there's a private area over here for maybe a family to enjoy when they want a private meal. And
to end up the night, we can continue to our beautiful Bluesman speakeasy. This is just below the lobby, really unique. It's just we go with a lot of our guests,
yes,
Clara and I, as well as our families, because a lot of locals hit this spot. Jazz, blues, cocktail, even a cigar lounge here. Frank Sinatra has performed here, so it's all about history as well. So as Clara mentioned, our hotel is not only the rooms, the location. We really transform the guest experience to a really nice connection from the morning to late night on very different spaces that the guests could enjoy. We're missing some of them because we have a total of 7 venues that our guests really are spread out. You have that really boutique, private feeling, and it's very, very unique. And just to finish up, we have some of our experience that we are happy to present, such as El Palace by the Sea that we launched last year with a beautiful boat that we, Clara and myself, had the opportunity to experience with some agents that we travel that travel to Barcelona for 6-7 guests.
Exactly, it's a wonderful experience for the guests to enjoy Barcelona. So it starts everything at the hotel with the transfer in a Maybach. Then they go into the pier with their own captain and a metro that serves the picnic. It is the perfect opportunity to see the sunset in Barcelona and enjoying a glass of cava, and it is a wonderful experience.
From the water that is not a really city that people see as a sea destination, but it's a wonderful option to experience as well through the sea. And also just to highlight a few things that are coming, as I mentioned, we already have the butler service, but I just want to point out that we are having VIP tickets to the new Football Club Barcelona for next season. Well, this season, but next year, sorry. We don't have the start date, but we're going to have 12 VIP tickets that we will put as a pack experience with our top suite. So the guests could have a VIP experience to come to our hotel and enjoy one of our top football experience with Barcelona. And then just to finalize, some of the offers that we have currently as part of the top suites that I mentioned, Art and Palace, we have our wonderful 14% commission for the Arts and Palace, and as well as the family suites. Then we have our Stay Longer with Us. We're promoting longer stays with us as well for 4 nights and pay 3, as well as our 15% of our suite product. All this is available directly as well as in the different platforms that you could use to make reservations, as well as I mentioned, GDS throughout all 2025 and 2026. We'll share some of these details with you. I hope you truly enjoy a little bit of our wonderful hotel and you had the opportunity to learn more. Thank you for your time, and love to have some questions for your side to go a little bit more in detail. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you both so much, Armando and Clara. It was a beautiful presentation, and I think it really just speaks to the amazing experience that people can have in Barcelona at El Palace. I can't stress enough how special that rooftop is. What an amazing thing to offer your clients and guests in Barcelona to have that special rooftop. And I do have a question about that. You'd mentioned that the pool is for in-house guests only. Is that true of all of the amenities with the rooftop, or just is that particular to the pool?
That's just particular to the pool. One of the most unique things about the hotel is that the hotel was opened, the rooftop brand new in 2017. It has 7 different areas, so it's a very large rooftop that we cater also for external guests. So we really divide. We always have table for our in-house guests. We prioritize them, but they will be able to be in the Sagrada Familia terrace or in the closed restaurant that we have the winter. The only in-house guest use is the pool area. Everything else will be able to also be beneficial in terms of any external guest or people of Barcelona. That is very common to see a lot of them there as well.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And I have a quick question about the rooms with the Juliet balcony. Do all classic and superior rooms have the Juliet balcony?
Correct. All of them have the Juliet balcony with fresh flowers. And because of the historic building that we have, the ones are located in the second floor. That is the classic room. And the superior rooms that are located on the sixth floor have a step out balcony. So you are also able to have a little room to step out of the balcony as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's see. I don't see any other questions at this time, but a couple of comments. One, thank you. This is absolutely gorgeous. Another, the dining room in blue is stunning. Yes, I agree. And then final, which I think is a great way to end, besides loving the lounge, Barbara said, this property is totally iconic. And I would agree. This is an absolutely iconic place to be in Barcelona, in a very special city. And so please do reach out to us, reach out to Armando, Clara, and their team if you would like to get your guests booked into this wonderful property. We will be following up with information to everyone who attended today. And I just can't thank you both enough for being here and sharing about El Palace.
Our pleasure, team. Thank you,
very
everyone,
much.
for having the time to share some information with us. And we're really looking forward to connect direct on person. We're currently going to many trips with Lush, so hope to see you around US, or if not in Barcelona, you're more than welcome as well as your guests. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Adios.